My name is Dave Hughes, and I'm a University of Waterloo pharmacy student in my 4th year, and I'm studying for the PEBC exam later this year. I'm here to talk about iMCQ by Agro Health, which is an online database of multiple choice questions to help you prepare for Part 1 of the PEBC qualifying exam. There are over 1,300 questions in the database, covering all 7 competencies tested by the PEBC. And new question categories are added on a regular basis. It's easy to register online at agrohealth.com, where you can set up your own login and password and gain immediate and unlimited access for the duration of your registration period. Let's take a look at the database now.
Okay, so here we are at the Agro Health website. You can see at the top it's agrohealth.com, and the way to access the iMCQ database is by clicking this button here at the top. So we'll click that, and this is the iMCQ database welcome page. You can see here, you can log in if you've already established an account, or you can scroll down to the bottom and click this button here to register if this is your first time here. So we're going to do that today. So this brings you to the registration page. If I flip over here, I've got one that's already filled in. You just need to put in some of your personal information as well as an email address, and then you can make up a password that you'll use to access the database whenever you'd like. If you then scroll down to the bottom, you can click the register button. Now this gives you 2 different options of subscriptions that you can choose from. The first is just a monthly subscription that will recur, and it is $49 a month, and the second is a 6-month subscription that's $99. If we pick one of these, that's going to take us to a PayPal page where we can pay for the membership. Okay, so here we are back at the welcome page for the iMCQ database. So what you're going to do now that you've registered, is click this login to your account. So click that button, and this takes you to the login page where you can input your email and your password, and then click login. And every time you access the database, this disclaimer will pop up, and it's important to read through that and make sure you understand everything that's in there. So once you agree, you can go down to the bottom and click agree and proceed. And now we're into the database. So you can see here on the main screen, you can see your weekly performance of tests that you've done in the past. You can also see the latest results that you've had. Okay, and once you do some tests, those numbers will add up. So if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see all the various question categories that are available. And like I mentioned previously, these are going to be updated frequently, and new categories might pop up as well. So what you're going to do to start off is pick a category to begin. And this is what the questions are going to look like when you start an exam. You can see on this side the time has started, and if you do need to take a break, if you're in the middle of a test, you can pause that clock. Once you resume it, you can start the test again. So we'll start off with this first question, just to show what the database is actually going to look like when you take a test. So we'll read through the question, and let's say we think the answer is C. Let's pick that. Oh, and that was a wrong answer. And so we get some information there that says that was wrong, and it allows us to try one more time. So let's pick that answer. And there we go, we got a correct answer, and that's going to advance us to the second question. So we just saw what would happen if you got a question right. Now let's try to get a question wrong and see what will happen. So I'll resume, and let's say I click B, I get the wrong answer, we get that message popping up, and I'll click A, and we get the wrong answer again, and it refers you to therapeutic choices to get the correct answer. Now if you ever need to get back to the dashboard, you can click that dashboard button, and if you need to get to the top of the screen, there's a top of the screen button here too. If you're done with the database, you can click your name there, and here you can see you can either edit your account properties, you can change your password, or you can log out. And we're done for today, so we'll log out. It takes you back to the main login screen, and like I mentioned previously, you can access the database for an unlimited number of times as long as you have an active registration. And those registrations last for either 1 month, and that's a recurring registration, or for the 6 months like we saw previously.
So that's it for the demonstration of the iMCQ by Agro Health database. If you have any questions or need more information about the database, contact mail@agrohealth.com and they'll get back to you with a response. I hope that this has been helpful today, and I know when I study for my PBC exams, I'm going to be using iMCQ by Agro Health, and hopefully you will too.